This video is showing some of the cosmetic issues that we have on our blemished grips. Normally we wouldn't want to sell blemished grips and we could just grind them up and throw a certain percentage of that color back into the mix, but in these unprecedented times, some people have rifles that they want to complete, and we may not have stock of a non-blemished grip, and so this helps them save a little bit of money and still get their rifle done. So moving on, we've got a good flat dark earth grip here, and one where the temperature was running a little high on the outside of the mold, and so the glass fibers moved to the surface, and you can see them, that shiny kind of texture. Almost looks a little bit like wood, but not really. Anyway, so doesn't affect the functionality of the grip at all. It just kind of looks a little shiny. And the way that I have the lighting here in the studio, this actually really makes that pronounced. It wouldn't look quite that bad in the sunlight. So this is a good flat dark earth grip here, and you can see that the flashing is very minimal and squeezes out just ever so slightly here, but the temperature was run just right on this grip. A little too warm on the outside here, so the glass fibers flowed to the surface. But in doing that, it also makes it so that you don't have any flashing. Okay, now a note on flashing. Here's one where there was way too much flashing. The plastic was very viscous, or the pressure was turned up way too high, so the temperature was running lower and the pressure was higher. That's what the problem is here, and so it really squeezed out the flashing there, and so that's sticking out a little too far, but be really easy to take a razor blade and just slice that off of there nice and clean, and this would be a great grip. There's a little bit of a blemish right there as well, and that shows up more on these ones. Let's see, here's a little scrape mark there. So some of these grips will have that scrape mark. There was something wrong with the mold, or when the grip was ejecting from the mold, that was scratching these parts, and so there's a certain percentage of them that have that mark there. And these ones, the flashing was a little bit too much, and so the user or the person running the machine wasn't quite skilled enough to try to clean that off, and they were just scraping at it. So, you know, some of these grips have a little bit of scuff marks and stuff like that, but nothing that would really affect the functionality of the grip or your rifle, and could probably be cleaned up pretty good with a razor blade. And then here's some gray ones that actually turned out really nice. They look good, but the flashing was just a little bit more than what we would say is acceptable. So again, you can go by with a razor blade and just really carefully slice all that off of there, and you'd have a nice looking grip. And some of them, again, where that machine operator was just kind of scraping it off when they didn't quite know what they were doing, and so there's some scuff marks on that. So there's a number of grips like this, some grips like this, some grips like this, and it's especially noticeable on the flat dark earth ones. So we have quite a few of those, and not too many that are like scuffed up, but there are some. So I just wanted to be upfront with you, allow you to see what these grips look like, and give you a chance to get them at a good discount. Thank you for watching.